Hey guys, how are you? So we back with another one. Okay, so the message today. The message for today, guys. Okay, it's a message for healers and light workers. Okay, we did our healing messages yesterday and all that stuff for the week for what you guys need to know, what you need to tap into. But I get channeled messages like literally all day long. To give you guys so that you guys know what's going on, so you guys can like feel out the energy and stuff, right? So right now I got a message from the ancestors. Okay, for the healers and light workers that are out there in the collective, whoever you are, whatever you call yourself, whatever you claim that you are, however you like to harness your chosen identity and or purpose, right? When I say that, I mean, not everybody's a reader, right? Not everybody's a healer, but there are a lot of people who are aligned in their North Node and who are walking their path and purpose right now, okay? But this message is particularly for readers, healers, light workers, shadow workers, because there are a thing called shadow workers as well. They are people who, work in the, how do you say this? Okay. It's hard to separate because I do it too, but there are people who have the spiritual strength to work in the darker energies. Because they understand the power of dark energy and how to transmute said energies. So there are light workers and there are actual shadow workers as well. The light workers bring the illumination and the truth. The workers that do the shadow work, the shadow healing, are those of you who feel called to have healed those traumas, right? Different dark things that you had in your past before your awakening. You were called to deal with those things and heal those things. So you were no longer afraid, 151, of dark energy. And spirit didn't want you to be afraid of like dark energy because you are meant to work with dark energy. You are meant to harness dark energy and transmute it. So this is a shadow healer. So I'm talking to someone else out there as well, okay? There are many different types of spiritual practitioners. There are many different jobs, okay, for people in the spiritual collective and community to dive into. Everyone is not a tarot card reader. Everyone is not a Reiki healer. Everyone doesn't, everyone isn't an oracle. Like everyone has a different path, calling, and or purpose, okay? So this message is just for the healers and the light workers. Confirmation, okay? Another thing, I am clairaudient, okay? So a lot of, like I said, I have clear hearing. So some of you guys may as well. If you hear noises in the background as I'm channeling, you need to know that's confirmation for you that what I'm saying is for you. It resonates for you, okay? You will know, right? It's a clairaudient message. There's a message within the message, okay? Because a lot of the things I say, they're not going to resonate with everybody, okay? They're not meant to. But spirit will drop the keys necessary to allow certain people information that they need to have. And we'll leave it there, okay? So this is the message for the healers. This is what came through when I just be sitting here like, it just comes, okay? So just flow with me. Like I said, I talk to many different levels of healers. I talk to many different people. I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Patreon. I'm in many different spaces where my energy is felt, 333. So I know I'm picking up on many different energies that are around me right now. So, okay, I want to say this is not to one person. Okay, let's just say that, okay? So this is what the collective at large, the spiritual collective at large needs to know right now, okay? Pretty much. Okay, message for healers and light workers. The mission is, this is what we talked about in those other videos that I posted, how I was going to do the readings for the signs or the elements, and then I was going to do the who's coming against you type energy. I didn't go through that because doing those 4 videos that I did was draining. You can see they were like 20 minutes each. So that was a lot. So when I tried to tap into the other energy, Spirit's like 414 on the time. Thank you. Spirit's like, nah, not today. We're going to do it a different way. So I guess this is a different way that they gave it to me today. Spirits creative like that, okay? Message for healers and light workers. Okay, so I guess this is what you guys need to know. You guys are trying to understand what's the reason, what's the purpose, why am I going through this, blah, 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 blah. Why am I feeling this way? Give me those now. See? For all of you others out there, you already know what I'm thinking. 444 on the time. Confirmation, okay? The mission is to keep, hold on one second, you guys, one sec. Come and sit down now. Y'all see it. Y'all hear it. Okay? So, the mission is to keep divine feminines in a place of fear and divine masculines in his ego. There is a toxic energy in the collective where toxic masculines. Now, we got to separate, okay? Toxic masculines are not divine masculines, okay? Let's just say that. You know who you are, where you fit. Toxic feminines are not divine feminines. You know who you are, where you fit. We're talking to spiritual collective right now, okay? If you're not a part of the spiritual community, if you don't believe in spirituality, this message is not going to resonate for you, okay? Okay, let's just throw those pointers out there. There is a toxic energy in the collective where toxic masculines are wanting divine feminines, okay, to fear masculine energy. Their own / their masculines, okay? 555 on the tower. I say this to say, when I say there is a toxic energy in the collective where toxic masculines, these are masculines in positions of power, right? Okay. The toxic masculines that run these, the powers that be, right? Okay. These energies that are at play there's a projection here, okay? I heard mental, where is it? Mental manipulation by way of karmic. Okay, here we go. There is an energy here in the collective that I want to make aware to both divine feminines and divine masculines, okay? And it's how you guys are going to separate what's going on in your energy. Because there is an outside force, as we always talk about, okay, that is trying to inflict this energy of fear into divine feminines so that they will stop doing and acting out their purpose. And there's inflicting of this this toxic masculine energy in this ego energy that's being projected onto the divine masculines. Why? Okay, like I just said, divine feminines have a path. Kaylin, get in here, please. You can close that. You see the energy, right? Okay, this is the energy. Kaylin, hold on one second, guys. If I have to get up, you're gonna have to lay in your bed. I need you to sit down now. Thank you. Okay. So this energy is here to throw me off, clearly right now. But for you guys, you need to know it's just to make you guys, divine feminines who are out there in your purpose, you're being told to have the courage, to have the strength, to have the determination, the willpower to go after that what you desire, right? Well, there is this energy coming in where a lot of divine feminines are wanting to come into union, and they are feeling like, okay, whether you're a healer or not, you have a personal life beside your spiritual purpose, right? Okay, so there are some of you guys who are having this energy that is coming into play to knock you guys out of balance of what, one, your spiritual purpose is, and two, what the types of relationships and connections you're supposed to have are and what they're based out of. So if divine feminines are walking around in this energy of being paranoid and fearful of men, right? If divine feminines are walking around in this energy of being afraid to take leaps of faith that they're being guided to take due to toxic masculinity overpowering what they're supposed to be doing, that is harmful to the divine feminine. In turn, for these divine feminines who have been doing the healing work, healing these traumas from a lot of divine feminines have dealt with in the past, karmic masculines. So now here is another interpretation or a revisit of a toxic masculine energy for divine feminines that they're feeling they have to combat. Okay. A lot of divine feminines need to know that this energy is not coming from your twin. This energy is not coming from your person. This is an outside force or energy and entity that is trying to attach itself to whatever situations you have going on right now. And that's why you guys need to understand energy, what is yours, what is your person's, and what is outside, okay? This is not saying anything bad about any one person. This is not me saying that one person is doing this. What I'm saying is, just as there is a collective of spiritual beings waking up, there is a collective of people who don't want them to, okay? Divine feminine, you didn't do all the healing 909 and all the things that you did to find true self, to find true love, unconditional love, organic love, all of these things to fear the person that the Most High is sending you. Understand the tactics. Divine masculine, same for you. There is this projection on divine feminine that she is not who she says she is, that she is less than, that there are others who are better than her, that there are other people that can do what she can do, that there are other, and this is the thing that comes in with divine workings, is that the things that come in between those divine workings always end up getting plucked out, because Spirit says that this journey for you guys, healers, light workers who are being called into purpose, it's because a lot of these, just heard regimes. I don't even know. I'm trying to tell y'all. A lot of these things aren't going to work anymore. 1001, okay? Because when you know yourself and you see yourself, you see your whole self, right? Okay. Divine Feminine, there is nothing to fear when it comes to opening up to love and embracing and allowing your person in. Divine Masculine, there's nothing to fear about opening up to love and embracing yourself and letting the person in. It's the outside forces that come in to make us, question, are we on the right path? Is this the right person? But you guys got to stay true to the guidance that you're getting. Readers out here, you really need to understand the importance of the energy that you hold, knowing who you are, and going through your healing. You cannot be on these platforms preaching to people and you living out of karmic debt. You living out of, impoverished mindset. You're thinking that this is all about money. You're spreading confusion to divine feminines who are trying to come into union. You're lying to divine masculines about who their divine feminine is. There's a lot of setup energy behind the scenes about karmic energies trying to send in karmic soulmates from past lives to interfere in the divine connections that the Most High is orchestrating. And there's too much combating of energy that's going on, and something has to give. 1111. What are you doing? No. Go ahead, please. Can I have that back? Give that back, yeah. Thank you. Kaylin, come in here. Okay? This is an important message, and those who understand what I'm saying will get the message. Those who don't, it's not meant for you. Mental manipulation this part is for the readers. Mental manipulation by way of karmic readers who do sex rituals with men in power to hold their positions. A lot of readers have already found this out, have already known this, are already learning this. A lot of the divine healer messages and readings that you have to judge a tree by the fruit it bears when it comes to tarot. You have to use spiritual discernment. There are a lot of people that can speak. There are a lot of people that can look at cards and guess, but it takes a real divine reader to understand a message within a message and a picture within a picture and be able to display it to you correctly. You guys need to use your spiritual discernment, okay, when it comes to these readers. A lot of these readers are not in the positions to be able to teach you the things that you need to know right now. Not because they don't have the wisdom, but because they don't have or haven't reached where you are or where you're going. You're not aligned on the same path, and that is okay. There comes a time when a lot of us readers go down this path of following someone, being the student to some type of spiritual teacher until we get to a point where we say, oh, okay, I got it from here. Good looks. Thanks for all of, the things that you've taught me, showed me, opened my eyes to. Now I got it from here. And that's how it's supposed to be in the spiritual community. We're supposed to each one teach one, learn, grow, and evolve. But what seems to happen is here is these teachers that are put in these positions to show chosen beings, just like I do, what is right for them, what is best for them, what is aligned with them, and what is meant for them. When they get to that point of, not needing that particular teacher anymore, because even in school, we go up in grades and our teachers change. It's just a part of life. But it seems like these spiritual practitioners like to have their students in this position of being stuck to, what they say, their doctrine, their speech, and how they deliver the messages. And a lot of times what ends up happening is a lot of the readers that are coming up under these readers start to see the illusions that these readers are casting over them because they have ascended. Okay. Let me see. Divine feminines, it's time to tap into your masculine energy and heal it. And divine masculines, it's time to tap into your feminine to heal it, okay? The karmic energies want divine beings to fear themselves, slash each other, / compete. So divine feminines, there was this energy in the past where you didn't know who to trust, right? You didn't know, before you knew for sure, before God showed you your person, you didn't know, right? You were on the journey and you were just living life and you were being open to the signs and just going with the flow and having trust and having faith and all that other stuff, right? Can't come out of there. So right now, what I feel like is that, oh gosh, the divine beings to themselves with each other / competing. Yeah, there was this energy before in the past where people wanted you to fight and compete for what was yours. Not saying that a person is property, but what I'm saying is your soul and your spirit is yours. Your soul's journey, your life's purpose, why you are here, whoever you are, the one person that you are, why you're here. People were wanting to compete with that, with you, divine feminines, okay? And so they were setting up these different mental things, right? By way of spell work, projection, black magic, voodoo, whatever they were doing, right? To make you feel as if you were crazy, you couldn't have a person, you were non-deserving, every man that you were ever with wasn't going, did you dirty. So was any man that came toward you. And these are the things that you were feeling, and you couldn't trust divine feminine. And God had showed you your person, and you still couldn't trust. Why? Because of the illusions that continuously are placed over divine feminines to not trust the person that God designed, sent to them as that emperor energy, as that protector, as that dominant force. Why? So that divine feminines would continue to stay in a cycle of toxic, karmic masculinity, right? No. So these divine masculines that are going through the work and doing the spiritual work, they're understanding and they're beginning to see. Okay, that's what divine feminines need to know. Divine masculines, you need to know that there was a lot that was, going on in the past with certain divine feminines, and they didn't know what they don't know. They don't know what to look for. They don't know what to search for until they're guided in a direction. And, we always seem to think that it should just be like this, but it's not. There are many different things that divine feminines who are awakened have had to go through and experience and just see, spiritually and physically, to be 100% sure and know without a doubt, this is what it is, this is what it's not, this is what God wants, this is not what God wants. And it's a lot of things too where there's been separation here because of spirituality and religion. And this was another thing that a lot of powers the powers that be used to use against spiritual beings was that religion says this and you're the devil because you believe in this, right? 1616. But now there's a lot of things where that bridge, it's like a gap, what do you call it, gapping the bridge or whatever, right? We're starting to learn more on both ends, both sides, right? So it doesn't matter, a lot of people say, oh, you're not divine if you act like this, or you can't be divine if you do this, but divine isn't that. I don't know. But be who you are, okay? Continue to do what you're being called and guided to do. Your guidance, your internal compass, that is your source, okay? Through all of this confusion, and trust yourselves. I feel like I'm talking to a lot of twins. If I'm talking to twins, trust yourselves and trust your person, okay? By way of using the opposite sex to entice fear and submission, okay, that's what's going on. These are the type of, they call them power moves, but I don't call them power moves if we can clearly see them. They pretty much, the energies that are coming up against, the healers, the light workers, the chosen beings, is pretty much trying to entice fear and submission into you, because you guys are learning who you are, learning your gifts, learning your powers, learning that you're gods and goddesses. And now that you know all that, oh no, you can't know all that. So here comes fear. Here comes, if you do this, if you do what you're called to do, this is going to happen to you. If you believe this way about your life and not what the world says, and this is going to happen to you, but you got a purpose to believe exactly what it is that you believe. Hold on to that, okay? Kaylin, come here, please, because I'm telling you, chosen beings, light workers, healers, I've seen it for myself. The minute you step off of that path that is being shown to you and you veer a little bit this way, you veer a little bit this way, you veer back, you run the risk, okay, of dealing with some shit that you really don't need to, okay? Twins, you need to know the highest vibration of all is love. I'm talking to hierarchy chosen beings. I keep hearing hierarchy, because we're talking about the powers at play. If you were no one, this message would not be reaching you, okay? Okay. So, healers, light workers, chosen beings. That's who this message is for. When spirit says, give the message, give the message. I don't know who that's for, but just like myself, sometimes I be fearful, right? I be feeling like, damn, if I give this message, this person's going to be bad. This person's going to be mad. But I had to take myself out of the worldly scheme of things and realize that I'm not talking to anyone that I know personally. I'm talking personally to a world of people. You understand? I'm not talking to one person when I give a message. The world may think that, but the world needs to know that I'm talking to the masses. I'm talking to the collective of divine feminines. I'm talking to the collective of divine masculines, chosen beings, star seeds, light workers, healers that I was chosen to awaken. That's who I'm talking to, my tribe, okay? It's a tribe, unique soul tribe, okay? Divine feminines, keep listening, and I heard seeding, like SEEDING, the light, okay? Because that's what you do. Oh, let me see. Open that door, please. Divine feminines, keep seeding. Wait a minute. Divine feminines, keep listening. And what are you doing? Open the door, please. You see the energy, guys, right? Okay. Sit right there. What do you sit right there? Divine feminines, keep listening and seeding the light that comes from tapping into your divine masculine. Divine masculine, continue to nurture and love on that which promotes growth and inspires change for the better for you and all you hold near and dear. Okay? When the warfare is strategic, so are the messages. So much is done because divine feminines are responsible for getting out these messages to the world. The powers at play want to keep these things hidden. What God says is for you, no one can block, stop, or take away. The battle is not ours, chosen beings. We are just a physical body being used as a conduit for divine change. Okay? That's what you guys need to know. When they say the battle is not ours, that's what it means. Yeah, we endure some of it. Yeah, we get some of the, some of that. But it's all for a greater purpose. There's all a sacred unity that's going on, that's happening for the greater good of all concerned. Okay? You can go on there now. Thank you. Kaylin, hold on one sec, guys. Right here, right now. Go ahead in there, please. Thank you. Goodness. Oh, yeah. Strong women raising, you can't say it, strong children. Y'all don't need to see all that anyways. But that's what it says, raising strong children, because that's what we're doing out here. All right, let's see. What's the message for my chosen collective, my healers, my light workers, and my star seeds? Kaylin, come in here, please. Positive energy for my healers, light workers. Radical acceptance, Freya. Okay. We have the future. We told you, the oracles, the healers, the light workers, the seers, the true ones, the real ones. That's what's happening right now. The future is happening now. Remember how we talked about a while ago, y'all saw the future? Well, you saw it back then. You're living in it now. Why? Because radical acceptance on your part had already happened. It's already occurred. It's already going on. Continue to be devoted, you guys. Continue to be devoted to your practice, your purpose, your healing medicine, whatever it is you do, continue to be devoted to it. Whatever you guys are doing, you need to know that it is working. Healers, light workers, star seeds, chosen beings stepping into your purpose. 22:12 on the time. Okay. What else do we got? Kaylin, pick that up. What else do we got for light workers and healers? Because y'all need this message too. I'm trying to tell you the in-between. So there's a lot going on, like I said, behind the scenes, but this 20 talks about judgment energy as well. Hecate, the in-between. You guys are going to learn a lot on the times in between. The in-between, the going and the stopping. You know how you guys, divine feminines and divine masculines, at different point, you have moments where it feels like nothing's going on. Then you got moments where you feel like everything's going on. The in-between is where you guys are going to find a lot of your clarity, your guidance, and your messages. All right? The in-between. Okay? Spirit wants you guys in the collective to know about these new beginnings. Okay? This 13 talks. I need you to go in there, please. This 13 talks about those new beginnings, right? Something has to end. Something has to end for the new beginnings to come in. So an old way of thinking, whatever that is for y'all, you need to know the end has occurred for whatever you were going through, whatever really tough karmic situations you were going through. The new beginning is already here. 13 talks about that death card, transformation, death and rebirth, rising from the ashes, phoenix energy. Okay? What you guys need to know is you have true potential. You guys need to know that is an illusion that you guys are inexperienced. Spirit says you are experienced enough to do exactly what it is they are calling you to do. Okay? What else? Open that door, please. Oh, wow. I can't make this up. A lot of y'all, this is what we've been dealing with. But a lot of us are mediums. We connect with these people, right? This is what a lot of people have been dealing with in the spiritual community. But you guys need to know, you guys are extremely fortunate. I'm hearing Maxwell. Fortunate to have you, girl. I'm so glad. Okay? Y'all are fortunate. That abundance that we spoke about, those doors opening, here they are. You stepped into your fortuitous life. I'm giving you some divine wisdom for my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. This is divine wisdom that's coming to you in the form of truth and clarity through these cards. All right, what else do the healers need to know? Positive energy for my healers, light workers, star seeds. I got to do this message as quickly as I can. Positive energy, what do they need to know? Connect with water. We have Mama Mama, I can never say this card, but connect with water, connect with your emotions, do some cleansing. A lot's coming through, you guys. When you cleanse, you will get a revelation. You will receive a revelation. Spirit is saying continue to focus on that which you desire. All right. I know that 11, you guys are being nurtured on by the divine. A lot of you guys are the nurturer in your family. You are the one. Spirit says continue to go with the divine flow that's happening in your life right now. Know that miracles are on their way to you. Spirit wants you to know that you are a miracle to this world. You are a miracle on this earth. And there are miracles coming to the world, to the earth, to the 3D collective if you believe in them. Okay. What else is coming in is romantic love for the collective. If you're open to receive it, divine feminines, divine masculines, chosen beings, starseeds, lightworkers, and healers. We know y'all have been through the dark, but it's time to bring in some love. You guys have mastered something. Mastery is here. You guys have mastered something in your life, and Spirit says you are now in a spirit of come through. Callie says that you are in a space of liberation from your past. Okay? And what is happening right now is what's coming into our 3D reality, our homes where we live, 22, breaking down to 4, is love, is understanding, is clarity, revelations, freedom, mental freedom, mind, body, soul, freedom, home. We're coming back to ourselves. We're coming home to self. That's what the number 4 talks about spiritually, grounding who we are in our 3D reality. Okay? We done talked about it. It's time for a lot of people to have a rebirth. Isis energy. Isis energy. It's time for a lot of people to have a rebirth in the collective. Okay? The past, the same card that we talked about, is in reverse now. It's done. Okay? Spirit says enjoy the finer things in life, and it's time to add some humor into our lives. It's time for us to begin to heal, finish our healing, and realize that healing is a lifelong journey. We will heal forever. Once we begin, we never stop. But what you guys need to know is a transformation is at hand for the collective. It's happening right now. Okay. So that's what I have from this deck. Nice and to the point, right? Let me get a couple more cards and then I'm going to be out of here. This is another book that I got too. Y'all might want to look it up. Why Does God Allow Suffering? And other essays on the spiritual quest. Some of you guys have asked yourselves that question, like, why am I going through this if I'm supposed to be this? This is a good book. Read it. Robert Powell. All right, let me get a message from let's do these ones. You said Spirit? Oh, my son said Spirit, so I'm going to do a postcard from Spirit. I have them here, but I was trying to figure out which deck, and he said that one. So let's see what Spirit, since we are talking to a very, very spiritual community of people, healers, light workers, whatever, right? Let's get a message from Spirit, because I feel like that's the most appropriate. Kaylin, come in here, please. Thank you. And I've learned, being who I am, right, that children are children, yes. But when I tap into an energy, okay, and I am channeling, that when I get the interferences like you guys hear, when my children are here, yes, but they show me that, those interferences that come about are just something for us to push through, right? I cannot stop being a mother, so I have to give the messages as they come, and you guys just have to bear with me and the noise. It just is what it is, right? So I think that's it for no, that's not it. But I've been doing this a while, and I made do. So if you guys can deal with what I'm saying and understand where I'm coming from, I appreciate you guys for watching. If the kids are too loud for you, then I'm just not the reader for you, because my kids is always going to be around. Okay? And that's just that. Okay. Okay. Wow. There's one. Let me get one more. Whoa. All right. They said that's it. So we're going to take this one that just smacked me. Okay. Okay. Dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and you'll feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember how much work you're willing to put in? We will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. So just do it. Loving you so, so much. Kaylin, can I have that, please? On the back of this too, there's a key that might resonate for someone. Okay, maybe, there's messages and messages. Okay. Can I have this? Okay, last one. Ooh, my ear. Somebody's been praying a lot. Spirit hears you. And I was hearing ringing too. Like you've been I'm hearing dialing, ringing the divine, your prayers. You've been praying a lot. They're answering you. Dearest you, all your prayers are heard and wow. Okay, all your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms. Be grateful. Praise things before they manifest and always ask for the highest good. When you plead and beg, that will bring you only more reasons to plead and beg. Instead, Christian, put my stuff down. When you plead and beg, that will bring you only more reasons to plead and beg. Instead, offer your prayers as sacred gifts, as a testament to your faith in a higher power. Open up and let spirit move through you and comfort you. And add meditation as a way to become empty so you will be ready to be filled with inspired epiphanies, peace, understanding, and joy. In this moment, your prayers are being answered. Wow. For the highest good of both you and all life. Sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen for you, and your prayers will be answered in surprising ways. At this moment, we are listening intently to your prayers and want you to know that your highest good is our priority. All is well. Okay? All is well. So whoever feels like their prayers are not being answered, know that they are being heard and they're being answered. Just might not be in the way that you feel they should be, but that's the great working of the divine, in that normally we pray for something and when we receive it and we know that we receive it, it's usually 10 times better than that which we prayed for. How many people can understand that and have felt that before? But there have been some times that we prayed for one thing so hard and then we received it and we're like, no, this isn't what it was. Not a bad thing, but you have to understand there's always so much more. Wow. There's always so much more. We don't realize at every given moment what it is that, spirit desires for us, or spirit believes we deserve, right? We believe that we deserve something and spirit believes we deserve something more, right? So that's always a thing to remember too. Our prayers are significant to us. They're huge to us. We think that we need the answer from that prayer, but there's a way that the divine works where they come in and show you that, no, that's not an issue. That's not a problem. Let me show you something instead. Okay, now what do you want? You see what I'm saying? That's how the divine works. They help us see that the problems that we may feel in our ego or in our mind are actually problems, really aren't problems. They are a part of the problem. They are a part of the solution. But we got to see something first, right? Before we can be given that blessing of an answered prayer. There's a process that goes to prayers and receiving that which you prayed for. It doesn't just come because you pray for it. It comes with a lot of faith. And realizing however that prayer is answered for your highest good. Okay? And it comes with a lot of, like I said, radical acceptance of not knowing at every given moment what that highest good is, but realizing and understanding that your spirit team does. Okay? And trusting them wholeheartedly. Radical acceptance. That's what radical acceptance is. It may not make sense to your mind, but spirit is saying, okay, you are a spiritual being living a human experience. Don't get caught up in the mind. The mind is a blockage to a spiritual being. When you are supposed to be otherworldly, when you're supposed to be otherworldly, your mind will keep you stuck right here in this 3D reality. Will it not? So expand the mind, let go of the past, and realize, you guys, that you are meant to go through these things for a purpose. Okay? Let's see what this wants you to know. 33 on the time. Who are you? Okay. Florida water. Okay. Mantra medicine, number 17. I'm talking to star seeds. I'm seeing the star card. Okay, that's number 17. Some of you guys have been seeing the number 8. Okay. 8 also talks about abundance, harmony, grounding, stability, balancing out energy, right? Sometimes even polar opposites. Okay. But this 31 here is breaking down again to the number 4. 31 in this card, Florida water. It says natural form, enchanted potion, red roses, and cleansing. So some of you guys may have a connection to roses. Some of you guys need to get a lemon. Okay, I heard get a lemon, put it in your home somewhere, leave it there for a couple days. You'll be able to test the energy in your space, because if your lemon dents or changes colors, or there's different things that happen to the lemon, you'll be able to know that there is negative energy in your space that needs to be cleared. That's one. Also, I'm seeing some oranges here. It's telling me to work on that sacral chakra. There's also some yellow, like like I said, some purple in here. I'm seeing lavender energy. So some of you guys might want to put some lavender into some of your products. Okay. With this Florida water itself, you use that to clear negative energy. You use that to purify your space. So you can use that to mop your floors, whatever you need to do, clean down your counters, clean your space. That's what Florida water is for. Right now, you guys are being given a gift. Okay. That's the spirit wants you to know. All right. That's the card that came out. Now, behind that card, the bottom of the deck, we had mantra medicine, number 17, command, song, incantation, okay, containment. So what this means for you is we've been talking a lot about containment and the containment rituals that people in the collective try to do on chosen beings that never work. But with the containment ritual for you guys, chosen beings, what you need to know is all the things that you want, all the things that you're commanding into being, those incantations, those mantras, those songs that you will receive. The songs are confirmation of what's to come. Right? So incantation says you said a prayer. Pay attention. Command, right? You commanded the universe for something. You commanded. That's another thing. Commanding, okay, is what we have to do. You command what you want, right? You say it out into the universe. Incantation, right? Those mantras. The song that you hear on the radio brings you the confirmation that what you have is contained. It's yours. Understand how it works. Pay attention, y'all. Okay? That was a gem for someone too. All right, 35, closing circle. Pure intent, sacred doors, timing, and experience. Some of you guys just need to understand that a lot of what's coming to you right now, someone out there, you may be 35, okay?